Hello there. Lord Neuberger, the President of the UK Supreme Court and the UK's most senior judge, has called for the government to make clear what a post-Brexit legal landscape would look like. Talking to the BBC, Lord Neuberger pointed out that, after Brexit Day, judges need to be clear on what the UK legal framework will be. There are concerns in the legal profession, he said, about such things as the status of cases that will have been started months or even years before Brexit Day, whether the ECJ will play a part in settling some of these cases, and will the ECJ precedents still have effect in post-Brexit UK law. If the government doesn't express clearly what the judges should do about the decisions of the ECJ after Brexit, or indeed any other topic after Brexit, then the judges will simply have to do their best. But to blame the judges for making the law when Parliament has failed to do so would be unfair, he said. Now, I can understand his concerns, especially when one considers that judges have been branded as enemies of the people for some of their decisions relating to European and human rights laws, times when their hands were tied by the law, but the judgments were unpopular with the people. So it seems reasonable that he ask for clarity, which would actually be better served by good legislation, rather than ministerial guidance, which it seems judges take delight in ignoring anyway. But there are those who want us to take the lazy way out. These people, especially those in the Remain crowd, argue that the easiest and simplest route to solve this would be for the ECJ to maintain a superior role in our legal system, and it is to them I aim the rest of this piece. There was a time when the UK was not in the European Union. At that time, the top court in the land was our House of Lords. They were top dog. The buck stopped there. So there must have come a moment in time when the House of Lords relinquished its role as the top court to the European Court of Justice. What happened to old cases then? What guidance to judges was forthcoming at that time? Surely we can apply the same sort of reasoning today as we did back then. Further, the House of Lords then lost all its court functions in 2009 when they were handed over to the new Supreme Court. That must have been a bit of a potential legal upheaval in its own right too. Anyone studying law in the late 1990s would have come across tomes like these that were cram-packed with legislation and case law that ensured that our law was subject to EC law. Case law decided by judges time and again reinforced the UK subordinate position in legal terms. All law now has to be interpreted in a way that aligns it with EU law, even if it goes against centuries of convention. Some acts of Parliament had to be elevated above others by legal artifice to give them extra weight so as to buttress EU law. In effect, our square peg legal system was bent and twisted so it could be hammered into the EU legal round hole, all within a couple of decades and within living memory. This took hard work by politicians, civil servants, lawyers and judges. At the end of the day, it was made to work. So I say to those that want the ECJ to keep a role in our legal system, we were able to fundamentally change our legal system and deal with all the uncertainty it brought back then, so why not now? What's the difference today? The truth is, there is no difference, except it will probably be easier to take back control. As far as I'm concerned, the ECJ should have no part in our legal system after Brexit Day. This should form part of our clean break. I understand that it could be argued that cases going through the ECJ system at the time should continue, but I disagree, as every day that the ECJ has any say in our legal system is another day that we are still in the European Union. Now, that's what I think, but what do you think? Please leave a comment below. Thank you. Please do like and share this video, and also subscribe to my channel. And when subscribing, please do remember to press on the little bell next to the subscribe button. That way you'll get an alert every single time I put up a new video. Thank you very much for watching.